We all have done fasting in the past, but do we really know what are the health benefits of fasting? So let's take a look at the 7 best or the 7 most health benefits that you can achieve by fasting. Welcome to the Cosmic Mike Show, and of course, this is Cosmic Mike, and where our mission has always been or is to bring perfect health by balancing the mind, body, and spirit. And of course, this is just for educational purpose and entertainment. This is not medical advice. Please do your own due diligence. And of course, in the cosmos, we trust. Fasting brings a lot of different health benefits, and we're going to look at 7 of those health benefits. So number 1, the first health benefit that I think and the research has shown is boosting metabolism. Before we cover the benefit boosting metabolism, but what is metabolism? I think there's a big misconception out there, the definition of metabolism. I mean, the word metabolism basically means where food is changed into energy in the body. Studying this in nutrition 20 years ago, where it was not really explained exactly what is metabolism, but in the market with supplements, we were always told that metabolism increased by caffeine or energy and all these energy drinks that you get out there. That's how you boost your metabolism, thus losing some weight. But really understanding and digging deep down, a few years ago when I really studied Ayurveda, was metabolism is when something breaks your food down and converts it into energy. So guess what? Metabolism really is your digestive system. That means it really lies in your digestive system, where your gut, in your stomach, where the enzymes are acting on that food. That means the better or the higher the hydrochloric acid or the stronger those enzymes, the protein, the protease, amylase, lipase, the quicker or the better the food will be broken down. So I think, the whole concept of just having energy and taking energy drinks or caffeine to boost your metabolism is way off the track. And I think boosting your metabolism should be understanding your digestive system and boosting your digestive system. Meaning making sure you're producing enough stomach acid, make sure you're producing enough of those enzymes to break that steak down, to break that food down efficiently and efficiently. And of course, the fasting is what happens or does where you give the system time for that food that you just ate, enough time to break down properly and assimilate or be absorbed by the system properly. So fasting, the first most thing I think does is boost your metabolism, meaning it really increases your digestive fires, and that's where the benefits start, because now you're breaking down your food more efficiently. And fasting does that because you gave that system some time, and you gave that system food not in just every 2 hours or every 3 hours, but delayed that intake of food, where the last meal that you ate gave it enough time to break completely and efficiently down. Of course, number 2 is everybody's favorite, losing weight. Now, just imagine you boost your metabolism. Now, of course, you will be losing weight, because what it's doing is when fasting happens, you are preventing or you're eating that many calories, and now the body, to use the energy to convert everything into glucose, to get that energy, whatever it may be, your activity, if your activity is higher than an average person, where you're exercising or you're running or you're moving around and you're sweating, you're playing sports, well, now it's going to start looking at that energy or those sources of energy, which is your fat. The body is always in a survival mode. So it's storing that carbohydrates or that excess sugar that we eat or converts into fat for later use. So now we give it a break where we're giving it a lot more extension of time to eat the next meal, and the activity between that meal, it's going to start using that stored fat. So now your stored fat, which is giving you all that weight gain, is going to be start pulling automatically by the system and burnt and converted into energy. Number 3 is, of course, balancing hormones. All this I've said in step at a time, because the number 1 is boost metabolism, lose weight, and then you regulate hormones, because that's a sequence that the body is working. And because it's efficiently digesting, breaking down your food better, it's moving that fat from the storage and is burning that efficiently, you're able to balance those hormones, because remember, hormones will feed on that cholesterol or on that sugar, because hormones depend on the cholesterol, the good cholesterol. So now you have regulated cholesterol, regulated blood pressure, regulated sugar, and of course the hormones are balanced, where you're efficiently converting food into energy and the energy is used up efficiently, elimination is happening properly, and all that is working the way, because in a balance where the body is, you have given the body enough time to manage itself, to do exactly what is meant for. The body knows exactly what it needs to do, but we just have to give it enough time. And that's what you're doing, is stretching that time period between the meals to give it enough time to go through that process step at a time, to convert that apple into completely all the vitamins that it has, the fiber that it has, to really be absorbed by the system. Number 4 is reducing the risk of diabetes, or reaching high blood sugar levels, because now you've got an very efficient metabolism, you are losing weight, you're breaking down, or you're moving that fat very well and breaking it down efficiently. Your hormones are in check, your cholesterol is working fine because it's used efficiently. And so thus you're exercising more because your energy levels are at peak and you are doing more activity, and your elimination is also happening properly. Because what happens with elimination is it controls and it takes the excess sugar and excess cholesterol and removes that from the system. So fasting helps with, in a sequence, with a lot of these benefits. And these are the main benefits, I think, because then they will trickle down to many other that you will see. So in diabetes, where the sugar is too high and you run the risk of reaching those levels where you might have to take some medications or really control your diet. I think just boosting the metabolism, making sure the food is broken out efficiently, creating that hormonal balance, managing your activity better, exercising, is efficiently reducing that sugar high that you get by eating meals. And now you've given it enough time between those two meals to manage that sugar. So once the sugar or the food comes through the process and raises your blood sugar, your body is very much in that profession, 100% mode to break that sugar down or to assimilate it properly, get it to the muscles, get it to the brain through the insulin receptors, and thus managing that sugar level, hence preventing diabetes. Number 5, and fasting also increases focus in the brain, and it does that by increasing a certain protein that's in the brain called the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is responsible for creating new neurons and triggering other cofactors that are in the neural health. But it also creates these new cells, and when you're creating new cells in the brain, you're preventing a lot of those diseases like the Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. And I think managing that blood sugar, making sure the metabolism is good, and getting that energy level peaked, you're automatically going to see that your thinking is more clear, more focused, because every organ is working more efficiently as long as that sugar is balanced. So I think the key here is boosting metabolism, managing the sugar, thus managing a lot of those hormones, and of course, hence managing the brain cells and making sure the brain is constantly creating these new cells, and the connection between the neurons are fired much more efficiently, and they're communicating much better. Boosting your immune system is at number 6. Balancing blood sugar, preventing the onset of diabetes, hence will prevent inflammation. And a lot of research recently has shown that inflammation is the main cause of a lot of the chronic diseases that we see out there. So really helping the immune system to fight off bacteria and viruses. So fasting on a regular basis or consistently will help manage that immune system and make sure it's ready to fight when it needs to. All these 6 benefits come down to one of the biggest benefit of fasting is anti-aging, which is at number 7. And we all are looking at different ways or help slowing down our aging, but if you're controlling blood sugar, if you're managing your or increasing your digestive system, your metabolism, managing your weight, managing your sugar, controlling those hormones or regulating those hormones, preventing inflammation, you're automatically preventing a lot of that free radical damage. Means you're basically preventing a lot of that tissue damage or the skin cells damage. Hence the result, anti-aging, which we look everywhere, all the different products. But I think fasting itself will bring a lot of that vibrance in your skin and in the efficiency in your organs because of fasting, because you're not giving that digestive system an overburden of food where it has to work harder and has to work every few hours just to maintain or just to break that food down. When we give it enough time between those meals, it is efficiently working where it's given enough time to rest so it can start concentrating on other things where repairing tissue, preventing the cell damage or free radical damage, and whatever other process of viruses that it has to fight. So preventing that aging process to move quicker. So number 7, of course, everybody's favorite, anti-aging. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you could be notified when I'm creating more videos for your health to balance the mind, body, spirit. I've done some other videos on fasting, who to do it, how to do it, when to do it, give you a more inside scoop on what foods to eat while fasting or what not to eat and the activities to do and not to do. So let's balance let's balance our lives, our minds, our body, and our spirits to bring perfect health to everyone. Thank you. This is Cosmic Mike's show.